Hello, everybody, and welcome to LaChamba.com. I am Neil Rodriguez. So, TGIF, Casual Friday. I was reading where I believe a historian was writing a book drawing parallels between the current economic crisis and the Panic of 1873. What's the problem, puppy? Huh? Alright, look, come on. Let's do the video with Poppy. Look. Oh, this is my son. He's beefing because his mother just went to church. He never cries when I leave to work. He only cries when his mother leaves to work. So that's why I have to keep the door open. And in honor of my son, I have his diaper rack hanged as well in the background. So like I was saying, I believe it was an economist that he wrote a book, and he's drawing parallels between the current economic crisis and the Panic of 1873. Now, I don't think it's that bad as yet. Not as bad as 1873. 18,000 businesses failed between 1873 and 1875. By 1876, the unemployment rate was effectively at 14%. So, the unemployment rate would effectively have to double by 2011, by August of 2011, for us to be that bad, for this economic crisis to be as bad as the Long Depression. Partially. Now, I don't think it may get that bad. I mean, we're only a few months into it. According to a lot of experts, a lot of people will beg to differ. Alright, but it got bad. By 1877, there was a strike of railroad workers where federal troops had to be called in. 100 people were murdered. You could draw parallels along the lines where several banks did fail. I believe it was after a Vienna stock market crash. But we're not that bad yet. I think it was Alan Greenspan. He equated a depression to 3 to 9 months of an unemployment rate of 15% or an unemployment rate of 12% for 9 months or more. Ronald Reagan in 1980 stated that a recession is when your neighbor loses his job. A depression is when you lose yours. And a recovery is when Jimmy Carter loses his. So we are at the start of a new presidency. A $787 billion stimulus package was passed. And hopefully the steps that Mr. Obama will take will put us in a better position and will keep us from getting into an economic crisis that is not anywhere as near as the Long Depression or the Great Depression. The Long Depression, by the way, ended around 1879, at the same time when a wave of immigration fell upon the United States. And that went on to like the 1920s. So the economy did well during that time, during the time of immigration. I just wanted to point that out because there were a lot of people that are protesting H-1B visas and people who are immigrating to this country and taking jobs that Americans used to take at a certain rate for lower wages. So what you have to do right now, we don't know if it's going to get that bad. It doesn't appear as if in order for it to get as bad as even as the Great Depression, the unemployment rate would have to climb all the way, would have to spike to 25%. Now, Ben Bernanke states that the unemployment rate will rise to 8% by this year or above it. And I think the collective reasoning is that in the Federal Reserve is that the employment rate will be between 8.5 to 8.8%. Now, the unemployment rate has doubled since last year, at around this time last year. Almost doubled. It's at 7.6% now. It was at about 4.4% around this time last year. So you never know. So what I say to everybody is stay on your P's and Q's, just like I said before. The best thing you can do, if you are working, contribute towards the bottom line of which your organization depends for survival. Contribute towards that bottom line. If you're not working with the department that contributes towards the bottom line of your organization, become part of that department. Start to meet the supervisors. Start to meet the managers, the SVPs of those departments, and become part of those departments. Contribute towards that bottom line. Help those departments out. If you see that there's any type of productivity initiatives that are in development to enhance the productivity of the organization, become part of it. Start to meet the people that are spearheading these programs. and become part of that development. Look for ways to enhance it or to apply it towards your job. And once you become part of the bottom line and you realize these accomplishments, these are new bullet points for your resume that'll give you a better chance of making a seamless integration into your next position with another employer, just in case you do get laid off. I thank you for watching. My name is Neil Rodriguez. You have a great weekend. Say bye. Say bye, Lance. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye, Daddy.
Until Monday, everybody.